what are some key parent-child relationship values that you have? Now, for me, I would suggest and recommend that you identify some values of the relationship, some things that are important, some things that should happen, and some things that should not happen. Now, for me, I would also say there's 4 key elements to these values that I possess or that I seek to embody each and every day in each and every one of my relationships, and that's trust, is respect, is honesty, and communication. Now, my name is Taharka Sankara, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I'm a licensed clinical alcohol and drug counselor. I'm also certified as a trauma-focused cognitive behavior therapist. And with this skill set, I seek to empower youth and parents to refine the quality of their relationships so that they can increase self-awareness, they can enhance their communication, and they can develop some emotional management skills so that they can enjoy a peace of mind as well as transfer intergenerational health. Now, when we speak about 4 elements or 4 values of a parent-child relationship, I want you to consider it like a chair or a table with 4 legs. And if any one of these legs were broken or missing, you have an imbalance in your relationship. So I want you to think about this for a second. Trust is a very important value to have and for your child to have in you. And you want to also be able to trust your child. Because if they can't trust you, they're going to go find someone else that they think they can trust. And it's usually going to be someone outside of the home. And it's usually going to be someone who they really can't trust because they haven't developed those trusting values or identifiers of what that means. And one of the elements of trust is, can they trust what you say? If you say you're going to do something with them, you say you're going to do something for them, can they trust that you're going to follow through and make that happen? Otherwise, that leg of trust may be compromised. Secondly, you also want to have some respect. And respect is like the ultimate thing that of any relationship, because if you don't respect me, you're not going to treat me in a proper way. You're not going to speak to me in a proper way. And the relationship is really not going to be healthy. So you want to make sure that there's respect there. You're listening to your child is listening to you. And that's the foundation of the respect, right? If your child is speaking to you, are you listening to them? Are you hearing them? Are you paying attention? Are you focused in? Because if you're not, it's going to tell your child that I don't want to hear that, I don't got time for that, and that comes off as a disrespectful energy, although you may not see it as that, all right? But you want to make sure that you're being respectful to your child because your child is a person, they're a little person, and you don't want to take it for granted that just because they're young, they don't deserve the same quality of respect as another individual. Thirdly, there's honesty. So you want to be honest in your relationship with your child. One of the things that I find with a lot of parents, they are sneaky around their children. They say one thing to their child, but then when their child isn't around, they're doing something else. Or they're whispering to me as a clinician, I'm working with their child, they don't want their child to hear what they have to say to me because they're not being totally honest and upfront with their experience with their child. They don't want their child to look at them a certain type of way. And that type of way is usually they don't want their child to look at them as a parent. They want their child to look to them as a friend or an associate. So you want to be honest in your relationship with your children. And lastly, I want to say communication. Now, communication is key. It is the necessary element of any relationship because all problems can be solved. Everything can be worked out if there's just a little dialogue, a communication, so that we can exchange ideas and thoughts and feelings to understand what the other person may be going through. So communication is very important. So you want to make sure that you're each and every day, you're having time out to communicate, to have a conversation with your child, no matter what the nature of the conversation may be. But you want to create this back and forth dialogue that's healthy so that when things are not right, when things do go wrong, you can communicate and express yourself in the most healthy way. So I hope that helps a little bit in identifying some values. Your values don't have to be my values that I just spoke about, but I suggest that you have some values, some core elements that your relationship with your child is built upon. And for me, like I said, it's just trust, respect, honesty, and communication. So if you're interested in learning or engaging in some discussion about these things, having some more feedback and ideas, join the Next Gen Parenting Group, where you can be a part of that virtual village and other parents, like-minded adults, where we all take responsibility in raising the next generation of parents. Not next generation of children, but the next generation of parents. So join the group, and I look forward to seeing you in that room.